Yes,
I
we
don't see
are.
that we're live. Are we
We
live
are.
now?
Yep.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Talk From Society special Indiegogo campaign reveal. I think that's perfect enough.
Yeah,
Look at my hand movements.
it's
Listeners
fine.
listeners of the podcast will know how I actually perform live. See, I do that. With me is Matt Curione. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
People
doing
actually know what
great.
we look like now. This is terrifying.
We should never do this again.
No, it's
Never,
fine.
never.
I like being on camera. It's good.
So,
It's
for
good.
those
You can
listening,
see things.
for those listening later, because I am releasing this as a podcast episode later. We're live on Google Hangouts. Okay,
Which is also
so
broadcasting live on YouTube.
it's live. It's currently midnight Eastern time, 11 p.m. Central. So, does it
Goddamn
say
time zones.
how many viewers we have right now?
We have 2 viewers right
Oh,
now.
we have
What's up,
two
everyone?
viewers. Hey, two viewers. Okay, keep an eye on the viewer count. See if it goes up any higher than that.
Oh, I will.
Okay, so we're doing this today. This is a Saturday. I've spent all today essentially thinking about this Indiegogo campaign and writing the description, writing about the perks, because I wanted this out as soon as possible. And I talked to Matt about it earlier today, and I was like, "Hey, can you record something tonight?" And Matt was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah,
And
I could
that's
do that.
yeah, and because we have nothing going on tonight.
I got nothing
Nothing
to do.
nothing other than the Talk from Society, which is what we're going to be talking about tonight. Yes, I've been thinking about a website for the longest time. This is what we're here for, the Talk from Society website. Um, I've been thinking about it for the longest time, since the beginning of the Talk from Society. I started it almost 3 years ago now, December 2013.
Oh, wow.
Um,
No.
and the podcast is going to celebrate its 2 year anniversary in September. So I would like a website by September. That's my hope, and that's why I wrote up the Indiegogo campaign to have that money, because that's what I need is money to have a website to host all the podcast episodes and to have all the contents, all the Talk from Society awards contents,
Lot
maybe
of cool stuff.
reviews,
Yeah.
a lot of cool stuff. I have the works. To have a good website requires that money, and that's why we're asking for your money out there, folks
Pretty
listening
much.
right now.
You know.
Pretty much. I mean, this is essentially why crowdfunding is a thing. It's because, hey, I would love to do this out of pocket, but hey, if I have the support of you guys out there, I mean, you can help make it happen. So
I mean, the content would be tenfold if we just got a little bit of support.
just a little bit of support, and I know the support's out there because I mean, I have, I mean, the Talk from Society has about 2,500 followers at this point. We have plenty of listeners to the podcasts, the Talk from Society podcast. Hey, what you watching? Call on the street.
Hey, what you
We've
watching?
been
Yeah.
quick shout out to Hey, what you watching, which we co-host, Matt, and also the Hamilton podcast. So all of those, I know people listen to those. I know people like those, and to have those up on a website would be amazing. Because right now, if you go to talkfromsociety.com right now, it's a shitty Tumblr page. I'll just say that.
Yeah, it's a Tumblr.
It's not up to snuff. And what I'm looking at is a nice Squarespace page with unlimited bandwidth, unlimited storage, unlimited pages. I've been looking at that today extensively, and I think that's what we need. And
Yeah,
that,
we want to have a page for each episode, basically, descriptions. We want to have basically like profile pages for our guests. And
yeah,
like if you're a guest on the show, you get your own page where you get to tell everyone about yourself, probably a little better than you can in a quick little soundbite on the show. Yeah, we got some great ideas. And speaking of which, we have some pretty good perks lined up for y'all,
ooh, yeah.
and
Let's talk about some of the
it should be
perks.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll go into the nitty gritty details in a bit, but let's talk about the perks. Okay. listeners of the podcast have been. I mean, we've warned people about this. We've hinted at this on episodes. We're doing a Fury Road commentary, a Mad Max Fury Road commentary.
Damn right we are.
But here's the thing: it'll be exclusive to the Indiegogo campaign.
Yes.
I've thought about it for the longest time, and I know a good way to do it to where, fortunately, it won't just be you and I, Matt.
Shucks.
like we originally thought. I think it would be best if we have guests come in and help with the commentary. So
yeah, they'd come in for like a little bit here and there.
Yeah. So I'll leave it at that. Like, that's what I want to do, is have like a very special commentary with great guests who jump in from time to time and help us out with the commentary. The guests are to be determined. I have not reached out to anybody yet, but just know it'll be you and I, Matt, and hopefully, Talk Film Society podcast regulars, former guests of Hey What You Watching, Call Out Streets,
perhaps some Pixels and Reels members.
Exactly. So
I know they'll want to be
movie.
On this.
Yeah, the movie is like 2 hours plus. I forget what's the runtime on Mad Max.
It's a little over long. 2 hours.
A little over 2 hours. So there's plenty of room for people to jump in. So I am going to I'm going to work so hard on this, as hard as I have in like the last episodes of the Talk From Society podcast, because I spent hours working on that Shane Black retrospective. It's 4 hours long. Has
it's
great
amazing.
Guests. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of those 2 episodes. So I want to put all of that love and care into this Mad Max commentary, and it'll be exclusive to those who donate, who buy a perk on the Indiegogo sites as soon as this goes live. So that's a great perk we're offering. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to work on that this summer and through the fall. So expect that. And yeah, like I said, only exclusive to those who donate to the certain tier, to the certain perk on Indiegogo. They'll get that. So that's one. Okay. What else, Matt? Like, what's okay? Because you were excited about this when I brought this up. Like,
yes, I was.
Talk a little bit about the other perk we have.
Membership cards.
Membership cards.
Oh my goodness! You know how everyone always says on Twitter, like, "Hey, I'm a member of the Talk Film Society." Well, guess what? Membership cards for the Talk Film Society. They're going to be really cool. They're limited to 250. So the first, if we get 250 people who would help us out on this, they get a exclusive card. It's going to be really cool design on it. Each card's going to have your name on it. Whatever name you choose. It could be your Twitter handle. It could be your actual name and a unique number. And we're going to be actually using these cards for like special contests and giveaways, which is going to be really cool. I have a few ideas in the pipeline for giveaways, such as what was you had said Criterions?
Oh yeah. That'll be a part of the perks and giveaways.
Yes,
on the Indiegogo campaign.
Another one is we could do. We're going to be doing giveaways with pop figures featuring your favorite characters, which that should be lots of fun. Looking forward to it, guys.
Yeah, so those membership cards are going to be something special. Like Matt said, limited to 250. Unless this campaign blows up, and then we might print more. About that's not a promise, but right now it's only 250. I can't wait to just because I'm in the process of designing the cards, but don't worry, they're going to be fantastic. I promise. So yes. You're going to jump on that, folks. I'm going to put a lot of work into this, and I really hope people. I hope to release the design of it in the next few days, in the next few weeks. You'll see the cards, and you'll know what you're going to get. But even if, at this point, I can promise you they're going to look pretty rad, and they're going to have your name on it and everything. And yeah, we can use these cards, for future contests, like Matt said, and prizes. Like, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
I mentioned it on Twitter like maybe more than a year ago that I wanted to do that, like have membership cards, and now it's finally going to happen with this campaign, with this Indiegogo campaign. So that's awesome.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. Take a shot. So what else are we offering? We're offering people to be part of the founders, the elite founders tier, like your name will get to be on the founders page of the website, which is amazing. And you'll be able to, depending on which perk you get, these are the higher tier perks. You'll get to suggest a movie for us to talk about on whatever podcast you so desire, on the Talks from Society podcast, on Hey What You Watching, on Colorado Streets. That's one perk. Another perk is, hey, this might be a bad decision, but hey, if you're willing to pay for it, Matt and I, and maybe other Talk from Society regulars, will record a podcast. We'll record a commentary of your choosing of whatever film you want. So,
yes. Oh, can you imagine the possibilities?
So if you have the right money.
So that's right. We're going to be doing a commentary for Space Chimps.
If you have the money.
It's going to be fantastic. We're not doing Space Chimps. Please don't make us do Space Chimps. Or Baby Geniuses. Or Snow Dogs.
Whoever pays for it, then it has to happen. There is no, oh God, but it can't be something terrible. It can't be something really awful, unspeakable. It has to be.
It's fine. We'll put our heads down and power through it.
But don't worry, like whatever you choose, if you go into this perk, if you have the money, I will put my heart and soul into this commentary, like I do any other podcast. So yeah, that's up for grabs. You'll get to be a founder. You'll get to be on the page, and then you also participate exclusively in the segments that we have to offer, and also the commentaries. I mean, you'll be in the game. You'll be in the game. So
the most
I feel like we're in
game.
I feel like we're in an infomercial right now. We're selling this.
It's fine. It slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries. It's wonderful.
How many viewers do we have right now, Matt?
One.
One viewer.
It's fine.
That's all we need. More people will listen to this later on. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is a Saturday night.
It's a Saturday night. Nobody should be just hanging around and watching two guys talk about an Indiegogo campaign. But hey, more people will listen later on. This will be on the iTunes feed, so at least there's that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we've covered all the perks. Oh, yeah. So I mean, there's a perk that you can get the membership card and also the Fury Road commentary.
Mm-hmm.
You get all that in the package. There's a package where you can get. I put this in here because I thought it was cool. A Criterion Blu-ray disc for a certain perk.
Yeah.
If you put down a certain amount of money, I'll give you a brand new Criterion Blu-ray disc. I have to make a list of what you can choose from because hey, there won't be any out of print Blu-rays on there.
No, because we're not crazy.
You can't get Army of Shadows. You can't get the Man Who Fell to Earth. Like that's insane.
Chungking Express.
No, let's be reasonable. The ones that are in print and that we can get a hold of and we can get to you. So yeah. That's a perk you can get.
If you want a criterion of Armageddon, we could do this.
Hey, we can pull that off. That's still in print, so that's perfectly fine. So that's a perk. I mean, as soon as the page goes live, and I think by the time a lot of people hear this, the page will be live. You'll look at the perks and you go, hey, if I don't want to spend, money on a membership card or, a Criterion disc or even the Fury Road commentary, and then I'll go, what the hell's wrong with you? Even if you don't want to do all that, you can still put in $1, okay?
Yeah.
Or however much you want, like $2. You can still, participate. You can still donate.
It's $1.
We'll give you a shout out. Yeah, we'll give you a shout out. I mean, if that's all you want to do, that's all you want to do. So it's as easy as just retweeting, right?
Right.
Hit
the button.
Hit the button. Put in your credit card information.
Hard.
No, it's not hard. Come on. We've asked so much more of you. This is something really easy you can do. Is to donate. Help.
I mean, we've asked you to listen. We've asked you to listen to our stupid faces every week, and now we're just
single week.
Now we're just asking for $1. I mean,
just $1. Okay. I mean, okay. So let's break this down a bit. Okay. So I've spelled it out on the campaign page. So a Squarespace business accounts cost $216 a year.
Oh.
So it's pretty hefty. I will say my budget does not meet that dollar amount. So this is why I'm asking people, hey, chip in some money.
Yeah.
Help us out. So that's part of the goal I want to hit. I mean, that's something. Also added on to that is the membership cards, which cost $300 to print and send out.
Hmm.
And also on top of that is the perks amount. That's $500 to purchase all the perks, get those out to people. So the grand total of all of that is $1,016. And the total that we're looking for, Matt, is $1,100. $1,100.
Yeah.
So there's no room for, well, there's a little bit of room. Well, there's like $84
Yeah.
in between. But really, I just rounded it up to the nearest 100, and it's $1,100. That's it. That's all we're asking. So I think that's fairly reasonable. It's not like I'm asking for like $6,000 or
Yeah, because that's
I
just
don't know.
crazy.
It's just crazy. This is like the most reasonable I could get.
Yeah.
Just to get the money for the Squarespace account, to get the money for the membership cards and for the perks. I think it's reasonable. I don't know. I don't know about you, Matt. I mean, I've looked around at other campaigns and they've asked for like, like I said, like 6,000, 10,000, crazy amounts. But this is just for the websites.
Yeah.
I really want to get the website off the ground, and I think this amount is totally doable because I think we have enough people out there that
Who
care
care?
enough about
Yeah.
us, who care, who listen to the podcast, or who maybe just follow us on Twitter. They follow your account, they follow my account, or they follow the Talk from Society account. They're like, hey, these guys are great. Why not help them with this cause and get the website off the ground? So
We're pretty okay.
we're fine. And I think I'm laying it out there. That's as much as we need. And if we get any more, then I promise we'll add more perks. We'll definitely make it worth your while. But right now, all I'm concerned about is just crossing that mark of $1,100,
There's
$1,100. Yeah.
there's always money in the banana stand. So,
You're quoting Arrested Development all day.
I can't stop.
An in-joke between us, Matt, which I think is hilarious. So I think that covers it. Is there anything else that I missed out on this, Matt?
We love all of you.
We love all of you.
Even the ones we don't.
I mean, this is like almost 3 years in the making. We're approaching. I mean, we're a few months away from December, from the 3-year anniversary, and
Oh.
we're a few months from the 4th annual Talk from Society Awards.
Oh shit!
And like I said earlier, we're 2 years from the anniversary of the Talk from Society podcast. So we've been in this for a while. I mean, Matt has been on board as a co-host of the podcast for what, like more than a year now?
A little bit over a year, yeah.
A little bit over a year. So this is the first time we've gone out on a limb and said, hey, if you enjoy what we're making, if you enjoy what we're doing on Twitter and on podcasts, then hey, why not help us out with this website? So yeah, I think that covers it. I think that was a pretty good infomercial.
Yeah, we didn't have Ron Popeil on, but I think we did a good job.
I tried to sell this as hard as I could, Matt. I mean, like I said, I'm so excited to put together that Fury Road commentary. It's going to be amazing.
Awesome.
I think it's going to be the crown jewel of the Talk from Society podcast network, and it's going to be so much fun. And yeah, and if you like us even more, get that membership card, get those perks, be a founding member of the websites, do all that. I mean, there's so much there's so much. If you love us so much, there's so many ways to express it. Oh man. So Matt, I think like I said, I think we covered it. Do you have any last words?
No, I just hope that I hope this does work because it's going to be awesome. This website's going to be pretty bitchin'.
I hope so. I mean, I'm going to put a lot of work in it. I mean, I'm obviously going to put a lot of work in this campaign because I want the website to work. And trust me, I mean, if you've listened to the podcast before, if you listen to any of the podcasts, you know that we're pretty dedicated. I mean, I just finished editing a nearly 2-hour episode of Hey, What You Watching with you and a special guest. And hey, it was a lot of fun recording.
It was.
It may not have been as much fun editing, but I'm glad it's out there. And it's just, I know, I love doing this, Matt. I love talking about movies, and I think this will just help us talk even more about movies. It'll help us reach more people, which will, I don't know what's the
It's
right word.
always a good thing.
It'll empower us to do more if more people listen. So, all
Help
right,
us
I
help
think
you.
that's it. Help us help you put out the best content out there. How about that? So the Talk from Society website. I really want this to work. All right, Matt. What's the grand total? How many people listening right now?
We're down back to 1.
Yeah, we're down back to 1.
But it's all right.
How,
Don't worry about it.
how long have we been recording? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh god, I don't have a timer on my.
Neither do I.
I'm recording it through my phone because I don't have a camera. So
Gotcha.
for those listening or for those watching later on, I'm recording off my phone, so that's why it's kind of slanted. Okay, why don't we wrap this up? That was a great special. Again, this will be out on iTunes, SoundCloud. People will listen to it. Let's do our normal spiel at the end of every episode. Matt, real quick, and then I'll tell people where they can find the campaign. So real quick,
Yes.
where can we find you?
Well, as usual, you can find me on Twitter at @TheRealMattC. You can also find me on over at the same name on Letterboxd, so you know that I'm not lying about what movies I've been watching. And you can also find me over on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/pixels-and-reels. It's a nice, lots of fun film discussion and pop culture community that I run over there. So check it out.
Do that, folks. As for me, of course, Marcelo J. Pico for classy Jessica Chastain photos on Twitter. Follow all of our podcasts, Talks from Society, Hey What You're Watching, Colorado Street, the Hamilton podcast, the podcast Where It Happens, all that good stuff. And I hope to put all of that on a website someday. Go to our Indiegogo page. If you're listening to this live, then it's not up yet. The one person who's out there right now. But if you're listening to this when it's on iTunes and SoundCloud, it should be live. The link is igg.me/at/talkfilmsoc. Very difficult to get down. I'm sorry, but go to @talkfilmsoc to get the link. Just go to Indiegogo, type in Talk Film Society. You should find it. But yeah, I'll say the URL again: igg.me/at/talkfilmsoc. No spaces. Talkfilmsoc. That's it. I should say 21 days from the start of the campaign. So I think we can pull it off in 3 weeks.
Yeah, why not?
Crossed. Why not? Let's do this. So thanks again, folks, for listening. Matt, always a pleasure. Thanks for doing this so late at night. Right now it is midnight plus 25 minutes for you.
It sure is.
So we've been going for about 30 minutes.
That's fine.
And yeah, I feel like we can record a whole episode right now, but let's just leave it here. Thanks for listening, folks, and hope you help out with our campaign. Famous last words, Matt?
Thanks for everything. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Thanks for everything, and keep on campaigning.
All right.
You can cut.
Stop.